Hi, everybody. Beth Wietrikowski, Michael Saunders and Company. I hope everybody's having a great day today. I get this question a lot. We're going to talk about seasonal rentals. A lot of the people who come here want to come for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and look around while they're house shopping. And I get it. Hi, Steve. I think it's a really fantastic idea. One of the reasons I do is because people move here because they want to, not necessarily because they have to. And that puts a different spin on things. Your choices are different. Your drive is different. The reason you're doing this is different. And more often than not, people will take more time to make this decision because they're not moving here with a deadline in mind, typically speaking. So if they come down here and want to stay in the Sarasota area for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, whatever, that takes a lot of pressure off. You're not coming down for a weekend and choosing a property, or coming down for a weekend and then going back and having to look at these through the internet or through Meet with FaceTime, things like that. You can drive through neighborhoods. You can check out what's nearby. Hi, Daryl. You can check out the local restaurants, local shops, and things like that. So you want to do a rental. This is how this works. Rentals around here are a big, big, big business. And if you are planning on coming down here for season, well, let's talk about season. There are multiple bumps to season. The first bump is going to be October, and that's when our 6-month people start coming down. We're going to see them then. Sometimes they stay through the holidays. Sometimes they go home for the holidays and then come back. Our next huge bump is roughly the second week of January, and that's in our that's our high season. That is when Sarasota is basically at capacity. So January, February, March is when we have the most residents here in the Sarasota area. Now, some of these people that come down are renting, and some of these people that come down are owners. And they're coming down to stay in their condo, their house, or whatever for part of the year. We call them snowbirds. They typically leave around Easter, although we are finding that people tend to stay here longer and longer and longer. The people that start off coming for a month stay for 2 months, and then 3 months, and then 6 months, and then they're buying a bigger house because 1,600 square foot just isn't enough for them to be here year round. So let's go back to you want to find a rental. Finding a rental is tricky. Unlike buying a house, there is no central database for rental properties here in Sarasota. None. There are certain properties on the MLS, and that is one place for us to go. What I tell my people is this, is I will send you the names and contact information for about 6 rental agents. Call them all and say, hey, this is when I want to come down. This is about where I want to be. This is about what I want to spend. And more importantly, if you're bringing a pet with you, you need to let them know that. That's actually a big deciding factor as to whether or not. And then go from there. I also tell people, look on Airbnb, look on VRBO, look on Zillow. And I know Zillow is a big bad word in the real estate industry for a lot of people, but look there. You need to canvas really, really wide, like I said, because there is no central database. If you call me and say, hey, Beth, I'm looking for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath condo in this area, they're all on MLS, and I can go through all of them for you. But for rentals, that's just not how that works. Now, you're going to come down and see me this season, and you don't have a rental yet. You might be in trouble. The reason is this, is because when our seasonal residents leave, typically speaking, they are habitual renters, and they will rent again before they leave Florida to go back home. And a lot of the rental agents and the rental companies will give these people first choice. And they may not even do it, let me rephrase that. They may even give them until further into the season, like end of April, beginning of May, to make that decision before they open up that particular property to the general public. Because a long-time person coming, hi Sandra, is always better than trying to reach a new audience. That's just good business practices. So they'll do that. So if you're planning on coming to see me and you don't have your rental yet, you might have a problem. These rentals go quickly. The rental business in Sarasota, Venice, Bradenton, good morning, is something to behold. And I tell people, if you're contacting me now, you may not find anything. So if you are hoping to come down for high season, January, February, March, you need to look now. And you are going to have to deal with what you get. You're not going to get your first choice. You're not going to get your second choice. There are always people buying properties and putting them in the rental market. We'll talk about that another time. There are people who cancel, so you might get lucky. But the rental business here is very, very serious. Again, I think it's really a smart idea to come down here and rent a property for a month to 3 months to 6 months and take your time and get to know the area, because you're coming here because you want to. You're coming here because you've saved all your life to do this. You're not moving here because you got a job transfer. It puts a totally different spin on things. And I think it's a really good idea to take that time and get to figure out what you really want. I think that's really great. Hi, Michael. So do that. But if you are hoping to do that, start now. You should have already started a couple of months ago. Hi, Steve. And I can send you some information and help you do that. Another thing is, if you're looking on your own and you find a property on VRBO, Airbnb, Craigslist, Zillow, send me the address. Let's make sure it really is a rental and not a scam, because we have that too. I've had my own properties that I've had listed for sale show up as rental scams. So be really, really, really careful. Double check everything. Make sure you're not giving your money to somebody who is not the owner or not a rental agent, owner representative. Make sure, contact me. I'll help you sort all that stuff out. But that, in a nutshell, is a rental business in Sarasota. If you want to dip your toe into it, it's actually a pretty good business, and we'll do that in another video. So if you're coming to see me or coming into Sarasota this year and you don't have a rental, you got to start now, because they're gone, and they might even already be gone. It's a very tricky thing to do. So have a great day, everybody. That's rentals in a nutshell. I've been getting a lot of questions about that, because a lot of people are making their plans to come down here and spend the winter here, especially since, from what I understand, the Northeast might have a real bad winter this winter, if you read the Old Farmer's Almanac. And they're all coming down this year. So start making your plans now and making sure you have a place to stay. Have a great day. It's going to be beautiful in the 90s. Drink lots of water and wear your sunscreen. And if you have any questions about this, throw it in the comments, or any questions about real estate in general, throw it in the comments, and I will see you again on Friday. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.